Retro
Rewind. What's up, Dingleberries? What's going on, everyone? Mr. Jingles here, and yes, that is right, I am back. Yes, that's right. After a few days, I took a few days of a break and had a lot of Hitman Absolution gameplay tips and walkthroughs to upload for you guys. Unfortunately, the support that I got on those tip videos was pretty poor, so I probably will not be continuing those videos. But I have decided to start a new series in games, and this is actually the first video in that series. So the series that I'm going to be starting is called Retro Rewind. I kind of came up with it and made the shitty ass intro a couple days ago when I was drunk. Basically, it's going to be going back and taking a look at a lot of the past games, the classic games that really set the stage for gaming, what it is today, and really are, I guess you could say, role models of the gaming industry. Yes, a lot of you guys look at your Skyrims and your Oblivions and your GTAs and your other games with your sandboxes and your open worlds and your RPGs and stuff like that and think that they kind of just came up with that on their own. But the truth is that those games were influenced by a lot of games that came out on PS1 and actually a lot of games that came out even before that or since then. So the first one we're going to take a look at for this Retro Rewind series is a personal favorite of mine, my favorite game of all time, and probably the most influential game of my generation. I was born in the 80s. This game is called Final Fantasy VII. So this game was released by Squaresoft on January 31st, 1997. At this time I was a little too young to know really much about games. I would have only been 9 years old at the time, so it probably wasn't until about 2000 or so that I was actually fully introduced to this game, and from the moment I turned it on, it's an instant addiction. This game was a role-playing game, and basically it set the table for pretty much every role-playing game that you see today. Games like Skyrim, and really any RPGs that are out there. So just some of the few things that make this game so great really is that it's some fantastic, amazing graphics, especially for a PS1 generation game. It had a very incredible and captivating story, and it really is still one of the best out there. Anyone that's played this will agree with me and enjoys the game. The game does feature one of the first instances of a full open world map, and also does have vehicles that you can get throughout the game that you unlock. It does have a very intricate and in-depth magic system featuring things like you can combine magic, level up your magic, sell your magic. Yeah, so it's very intricate, very in-depth, and it still has one of the best, and it's actually probably the most well-known battle system, turn-based action, and it's very well done. Again, it's all around one of the best games that I've ever played. So obviously, with us being in the much later generation of consoles, and in my case PC gaming, I was kind of at a disadvantage because I really wanted to play the game again, get back into it, but obviously I wasn't able to. This all changed August 14th when Square Enix announced that they had released a PC remake of this game. So those of you who did enjoy the game but didn't know it was out on PC now, or didn't bother to get it, you can get it for less than $10 on the Square Enix website. I think I got it on sale for $6.99. So it is definitely worth it for one of the greatest games that you will ever play. For those of you who haven't played this game before, which probably is quite a bit now. The generation is getting younger, so a lot of people wouldn't have been around to even play that game. I definitely suggest you check out the video and then decide if you want it, but hopefully you give it a try. So the video you guys are watching is of the PC re-release. The new release actually does feature some new things, some new achievements, and it also does have a character booster mode, which means if you're in a spot and you're stuck and you can't get past a certain part, it'll boost you to boost your character stats to allow you to get past them. I think it's kind of cheap, but I mean, they're just trying to attract more fans, so I kind of understand. So there is an online component to this game, obviously with the achievements, and just your stats. Other than that, it's not really anything different. The characters are in a higher resolution, and it does kind of look kind of strange when you see your characters walking around in higher resolution than the world. So you got high quality characters and low quality maps. It's kind of strange, but whatever. So to talk to you guys a little bit about the game, those of you who live under a rock or weren't around to really enjoy this game or never really got a chance to play it. Your protagonist, the person you control for 99% of the game, his name is Cloud. He is a mercenary for hire, a former member of Soldier. He joins the group with Barrett and the group. Their group name is Avalanche, and basically they're taking part in a series of raids against Mako reactors around the main city of Midgar. And really, you only destroy the first couple before the story takes a huge twist. But I'm not going to go too much into the story. I don't want to ruin it for people who haven't had a chance to play this game yet. If you haven't played it, it's only $10. Just get it. You won't regret it. It's definitely one of those games that will change everything, and it make you realize that, you know, the games that you play now definitely do have an influence, and this is actually voted probably the most influential game of all time. But again, I don't want to ruin the story and tell you guys what's going to happen, because I want you guys to enjoy it and be surprised by the many elements that the story has to offer. So with this being an older game, the dialogue in this game is all by text, which is okay. I don't mind that at all. I mean, looking back now, if they released a game now with just dialogue, I'd be pissed. But playing this game, it seems like it's perfect to have the dialogue with it. I mean, that's just the way it seems like it should be. And it doesn't get boring at all. It's just one of those games that, you know, you just want to keep playing. It's one of those games where once you start playing, you get to the next part in the story, you just want to keep going. But it's also one of those games too where, you know, some games require you to go farming and just battle and battle and battle and level up, and it gets boring and repetitive. This actually seems to get really enjoyable. Probably the biggest reason for that is the battle system with the great turn-based system, the weapons, and you also get magic that you can level up and use, as well as summons that you can level up and use. And you also can combine magic. So for example, you could use like you can get like a fire magic, and you can also get an all magic. So when you use that, it'll attack all enemies. Same thing with like a restore. And then as you level up the magic, it gets more powerful. And then once it gets to a full level, once you fully level it up and master it, you actually get another copy. You get a fresh copy of the magic, as well as you get to keep your master copy, which means it's much, much stronger. So you always have something to play for. You're not just killing, getting XP. You're also leveling up your magic. You can get your weapons, lots of different weapons in the game, and you also get a limit break. As you take damage, your limit bar fills up, so the more damage you take, the better. And when it fills up, you get a limit break, which is a very fast filling bar that automatically gives you an extremely strong attack. It takes top priority. With the game being turn-based, it's you go, I go, you go, I go. If you have your limit break, it's a instant your turn, and massive damage to whoever you happen to inflict that on. So aside from the story and farming and stuff like that, there are other things you can do. As you advance in the game, you'll unlock vehicles that you can use to travel the world. You can also go to a casino, which features lots of different mini games you can play. You can win money, lots of prizes, stuff like that. Among other things too, the most popular feature in the game, aside from again the story and the battling and whatever, was the chocobo breeding. You don't unlock it till much later in the game, but you'll be able to basically capture chocobos, which are little chicken things. Look them up if you're not sure what they are. And you can capture them, and you can breed them, and you can work towards breeding a champion chocobo to race in the casino and gamble on. As well as you can breed different colored chocobos, and of course there is the elusive gold chocobo. It takes a lot of work to get. That allows you really to climb and walk anywhere in the world, over mountaintops and water and really anything. But it's a lot of work, but it is really worth it. It's really rewarding. Lots of stuff you can get to only with a gold chocobo. So it is pretty cool. Lots of stuff to do in this game other than just playing the game. But if you're really just stuck to the story, no matter what, you're going to have one of the greatest times you've ever had playing a game ever. The game also does feature a very intricate item system, as well as shops that you can use to buy new items, buy new spells, new weapons, and stuff like that. But you do have a big guild system, a big money system. So when you win battles, you win experience, you win AP, which is used to level up your magic, as well as coins. So if you farm for a while, money's pretty easy to come by in this game. No matter what, you're going to want to do it, just because it makes the boss fighting easier. But that is going to be it for me, Dingleberries. I don't really have a whole lot left to say. I mean, I could go and talk about this game all day, but I don't want to ruin the surprise for anyone. But I will say that this is definitely going to go down as probably the greatest game of all time. without a doubt the most influential game. So if you guys are looking for a very, very good game with a really, really good story and great gameplay, lots of elements, different elements that you see in games today combined into one, I definitely think this is a game for you. And really, you can't go wrong. They're only charging $10 at most for the game online as a digital download, and you get so much more. I mean, you get the achievements that a lot of people are so obsessed with, and other than that, I mean, you get a really, really, really great story. But that is it, guys. If you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like rating below. Definitely leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think. Maybe I'll do some more gameplay videos. And of course, subscribe if you guys want to see more. Other than that, guys, don't really have a whole lot left to say. So this will be Mr. Dingles signing off. Peace.